So let's preface this real quick. We're going to be doing our doctor's report day 2, so we would have already had the patient's x-ray, fluoride, and all that stuff. So this is kind of how we're acting it out, as if we've already done that. Okay? So my name's Randy Kulig.
I'm Sam Marmon.
Okay, so we're going to present you with our health talk today. But before we get into that, I wanted to kind of give you a background about how I got into chiropractic. So I've been going to a chiropractor my entire life. And I remember when I was young, going to my chiropractor, seeing all the spine models and all the x-rays on the wall, and thinking to myself, man, this is really cool. I want to be a chiropractor when I grow up. So throughout grade school, anytime anyone would ask me, what do I want to do? I would say I want to be a chiropractor. Even though in the back of my mind, I really didn't know exactly what chiropractic was. So when I graduated high school, I went to undergrad, and at the same time I worked for a bank. And I really loved banking. I loved the numbers, I loved working one-on-one with clients, everything just kind of seemed to flow naturally for me. And so by the time I graduated undergrad, I got promoted, and I had a really tough decision to make. A decision that we all have to make at some point in our lives. One of the toughest decisions of our entire lives. What am I going to do for the rest of my life? So, before committing 3.5 years to chiropractic school, without really knowing much about chiropractic, I wanted to do some research, so I started where anyone would start, the internet. Unfortunately, on the internet, what I found was a lot more negatives than positives about chiropractic. I found things like, chiropractic has no science behind it, chiropractic doesn't help people, and chiropractic doesn't work. So then I went to my second source. I went to my chiropractor that I had been going to my entire life. And I went in there all excited and said, guess what? I'm thinking about quitting my job and going to chiropractic school to be a chiropractor. What do you think? And her response is something I'll never forget. She told me, if you go to chiropractic school and quit your job, it'll be the worst decision that you ever made your entire life. So I was kind of taken back by that response, but after a few more weeks of researching and kind of contemplating, I decided to go to chiropractic school anyway. And ever since I've been in chiropractic school, as each day goes by, my love and my passion for chiropractic continue to grow. See, the internet was wrong. Chiropractic is one of the most scientifically sound professions that we have. Chiropractic has helped millions of people, and chiropractic definitely works. And my chiropractor was also wrong, because going to chiropractic school was one of the best decisions of my entire life. See, I went 24 years without knowing the true meaning of what chiropractic actually was. That's why it's our goal today to make sure that you don't go another day without knowing what chiropractic is and what it can do to change your life. So I'm going to turn it over to Sam, and he's going to start with what our healthcare system is like today. And throughout the entire presentation, we're just going to kind of be switching out, okay?
Thank you, Randy. That was a good intro. So, according to the CDC, almost 50% of the population has been on at least one prescription drug in the last 30 days. Almost 1/4 of the population has been on 3 or more prescription drugs in the last month. In addition to that, we spend the 3rd most amount of money per capita on healthcare when compared to any other country in the world. So, with that being said, where do you guys think we rank in life expectancy? How many of you think top 3?
Woo!
Yeah. How many of you think top 5? I like it. How many of you think at least top 20? At least, right? We spend all that money on healthcare, yet we rank 31st when compared to other countries.
Whoa.
Now see, some estimates show that the United States makes up 7% of the world's population, yet we consume on the upwards of 75% of the world's prescription